Hi, it's Karen from the North Suburban YMCA, and I'm here today to take you through a series of seated and standing stretches. Not everybody can get down on the floor. Not everybody has enough space in their home to lie down and do stretches. So you can join me and do some seated and standing stretches. It should take us less than 15 minutes, and you can do these stretches every day. All you need is a chair. I've got two here in case you're at a place where you have two chairs available, but you don't have to use two chairs to do these exercises. Beauty of this one is you get to sit down when we start. So have a seat in your chair. I'm going to start out facing forward, but then I'm going to turn sideways because you can't see my legs very well when I face forward. But what I'd like you to do is sit up tall in your chair, sort of towards the front of your chair. We're going to start with a hamstring stretch. That's the back of your thighs. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see my feet, but you're basically just going to take a foot and stretch it out in front of you. You want to sit up as tall as you can. You'll feel a stretch on the back of your thigh. That's your hamstring. If you don't feel a stretch there from your hip joint, you can gently lean forward. I don't want you to round your back on this stretch. I just want you to gently lean forward. The further forward you lean, the more you'll feel a stretch. Some people are super flexible and they can lie down on their leg. Others are flexible enough to touch their foot. I'm doing this stretch in the morning when I'm really stiff, and so I can't reach very far. I do feel a stretch back here on the back of my thigh, down into my calf, and that's what we're trying to stretch, so that's good enough. You want to pull your toe towards your head. You're going to hold each stretch for about 20 seconds, and then we're going to switch sides. The other leg goes on. I'm going to move this leg out of the way so you can see I'm bending from my hip only, my back is flat, and my leg is straight. I'm reaching down towards my shoe. Again, you might be able to grab your shoe, and if you can, good for you. I cannot. I still feel the stretch in the back of my thigh. I'm flexing my foot. Hamstring muscles attached down on your lower leg, and that's why you may feel it down here more. Yes, you're stretching your calf some, but you're stretching those tendons of your hamstring. Your back, again, is flat. Your chest is up. All right, that's stretch number one. I'm going to face forward again. This next stretch is called a figure four piriformis stretch. Figure four means you're going to take your leg up and put it on top of the other leg. Now, not everybody can do this. So you can straighten out your bottom leg and put your top leg down here or here or here or wherever you can reach so that you feel a stretch somewhere in the vicinity of your hip, maybe in your, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me, maybe in your low back, around your hip. You might feel it closer to your knee. Again, you want to stay sitting up nice and straight when you do this stretch. If you can't do it without grounding your back, that's okay, but eventually I want you to be able to work towards sitting straight. If you've been out for a long walk, a lot of us are out walking now. This stretch will help your low back after a long walk, or maybe even during a long walk. Let's say you're out walking and your low back starts to get tired. You see a park bench, have a seat on that park bench and try to put your foot up on the other thigh. All right, let's switch legs. Again, remember, you don't have to be able to get it all the way to the top. You might have to straighten out that leg, put it down low. That's okay. This is your body and your workout. So you have to do what's best for you so that you feel a stretch somewhere in the vicinity of your left hip, down your left thigh between your hip and knee, or maybe even in your low back. You want to sit as tall as you can. You could also push that leg down. Let's say it's way up here and you want to get a little bit more. You can push it down. Some people, that leg is perfectly flat. Notice mine is not parallel to the floor. That's okay. This is where I am. This is what I'm stretching. And you're going to be able to do what you can do. Again, sit as tall as you can. And just try to relax and breathe into all of your stretches. All right. Now we're going to do a standing up stretch. So you're going to get up off of your chair, and you're going to use your chair for balance. And what we're going to do is we're going to do an iliotibial band stretch, easy for me to say. So you're going to take your hand and put it on your chair. The opposite leg is going to go behind the inside leg. And then you're going to take that arm, bring it up, and gently lean over towards your chair. You'll feel a stretch from here all the way down to your knee. And depending on how tight you are, you may be able to lean way over. You may not. This is how tight I am. I've been walking a ton lately, and this is as far as I get. So my right hand is on the chair, my left leg is behind my right leg, my left arm goes up in the air, and I lean over. All right, come on up out of that. and we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to turn this chair so that I can use it. So, but you can just turn around. You don't have to look at the camera, but I do. Okay, now I'm holding on with my left hand. My right leg is going to go behind my left leg. My right arm will go up in the air, and I will gently lean to my left. With all of these stretches, you might find that one side is looser than the other. My right side is definitely looser than my left right now. That's just the way it is. That's usually the case. The two sides are not exactly the same. If you ever look in the mirror, you'll see the two sides of your face aren't the same. The two sides of your body aren't the same. This is an iliotibial band stretch. We're also stretching out the side of your hip. You're getting a little bit of a tricep stretch, a little bit of a lat stretch. All right, come on up. So we've done hamstring, piriformis, iliotibial band. The next stretch we're going to do is a quadricep stretch. We're going to do this one as well. This is the one that I pulled the second chair for. With the quadricep stretch, what you're going to do is you're going to stand and hold on to your chair with your right hand. Then you'll bend your left leg and bring it up. And if you can grab something, your pant leg, sock, shoe, foot, ankle, do, and you'll hold that up towards your buttock. But not everybody can reach that far down or pull the leg that far up. This is where that other chair comes in. If you can put your foot up on the chair, you're then going to stand as tall as you can. And we're trying to stretch the quadricep of the leg that's up. So if your foot's on the chair and you don't feel it, you can come a little further away from the chair, put that foot further back, and see if you feel it there. If you're standing, and you're standing with your leg up to your side, and you think, well, this is really easy, try bringing that leg in, and then I'm going to turn. Instead of having it out in front of you, you could also try to bring it back behind you slightly. You want to stand as tall as you can with this stretch, and again, we're trying to stretch the front of the thigh of the leg that is back. And now let's do the other side. So I'm going to turn my chairs so I can demonstrate with my closer leg. Better. Okay, you're going to hold on to your chair with your left hand. You're going to bring your right leg up behind you. It might work best for you to just set it on the chair behind you. Again, if that feels easy, you can move it further back on the chair, stretching the front of your thigh. If you want, you can reach back and maybe grab your pant leg, your sock, your shoe, your foot, or your ankle, and then stand up tall. If your leg is out to the side, that's okay. If you want to increase the stretch, bring it closer to your body, and then you could bring it further back. We're stretching the front of the thigh of the leg that is bent. Your torso is tall, your shoulders are down. Another important thing when you're stretching is to breathe. So try to just breathe in and out slowly. Try to exhale through the muscle that you're stretching, which again is your quadriceps of the leg that is bent. Those are the front of your thigh muscles. All right, let's set that foot down. Now we're going to do calf stretches. So I'm going to move this chair out of the way. I don't need it right now. What you're going to do is you're going to stand with one leg in front and one leg back. The back leg is going to have the heel down. The back leg is going to be straight. We're stretching the top part of the calf of the leg that is back. Notice the front leg is bent. Shoulders back and down. Stand up nice and tall. We're stretching the calf of the back leg. Now, keeping your back heel down, you're going to bend your back leg slightly and see if you can feel that stretch change. It will move closer to your bone and lower down your leg. That's a different muscle. This is your soleus muscle stretching. This is your gastrocnemius muscle stretching with that leg straight. But we're bending it now to try to get that soleus muscle. All that walking that we're doing right now really works these muscles as well. All right, let's switch sides. The other leg goes back. Roll your shoulders back and down. Your back leg is straight. Your front leg is bent. Bend that front leg more. Try to keep your heel down. That's the way to keep that stretch nice and strong. And then, keeping that heel down, bend that back leg slightly. You might find that you're more tight in one muscle versus the other. That's okay. Hold that one a little bit longer. So if you're out walking a lot right now, these stretches are stretches you should do every time you walk. You can do them before you walk if you warm up your body first, but you should definitely do them after you walk so you don't end up sore or with ankle problems or the bottom of your foot problems. You might have heard of plantar fasciitis. Stretching these muscles might help to prevent that if you're out walking a whole bunch. All right, now we're going to switch back to the first leg, put it in the same position. But this time what we're going to do is lift up our heel and bend both knees, push our hips forward. You're going to turn slightly so that you can see me a little bit better. We're stretching the front of your hip now, your hip flexor muscles. You're going to take the arm of the leg that's back, bring it up, bend it behind your head, tuck your chin in, push your head back into your hand. So we're stretching the front of your hip, we're stretching the triceps, we're stretching down your arm, tuck your chin in, push your head back into your hand. You're getting a little bit of a neck stretch. These muscles too, you use every step you take. You lift with these muscles. And then when we sit, they're in their shortest position. If you look at this leg, this is a sitting position. These muscles are really short right now. These muscles are stretched out. So we want to stretch these guys a lot as well, especially when we're walking a lot. So see, my back heel is up. Both knees are bent. Let's switch sides. Turn, actually, yeah, let's turn the chair around. I like that this chair is behind me though, because then you can see my leg better. Black pants, black shoes, and a black couch are not the best, but it's what I have. So that's what we have to go with. Okay, so now you're going to take the other leg, bring it back. Make sure that heel stays up. You're going to bend both knees, push your hips forward. The leg that's back, that arm's going to go up, bend behind your head, tuck your chin in, push your head back into your hand. Again, we're stretching triceps, hip flexor, all the way down that side, possibly. Your torso is tall, your heel is up, both knees are bent. This front knee doesn't go in front of the front toe. If you need to, you can move that leg further forward. Again, torso tall, shoulders down. Try to breathe through that stretch. That chair is there to help you balance. This is a precarious position. So if you don't have great balance or you just feel tight, please hold on to your chair for balance. Bring your arm down, bring your leg up. All right. We're going to sit back down again and do some upper body stretches. Turn my chair slightly so you can see different variations. Okay. So maybe I'll just sit sideways. What we're going to do now is you're going to sit down on your chair. We're going to stretch out your upper back. So earlier, I kept asking you to not round your back. Now's a chance for you to round your back. You're going to sit with your legs apart. You're going to bring your arms in front of you. And then you're going to round that upper back, drop your head between your arms. So we are doing an upper back stretch and a neck stretch. Just let yourself hang there. Now what you're going to do is gently lean over your legs. Put your hands around your thighs and gently pull your chest down towards your legs. Try to bring your hands towards your elbows. Let your head hang down. Don't hold your shoulders up towards your ears. Try to stop holding your neck muscles. Just let yourself hang. The first stretch was more upper back. Now we then move into more of the side of your back and your lower back. Let go of your arms. Put your hands on your thighs. Push your legs up. Now you're going to spread your legs really wide. And then what you're going to do is lean down between your legs, reach for the floor, and push your knees out with your elbows. You might be able to touch the floor. You might not be able to get down very far at all. You may be up here or up here. That's okay. We're stretching inner thigh and lower back. Just breathe and relax. We're going to roll back up. Now we're going to do an upper body stretch sitting in our chair. I want you to bring your arms out to your sides with your palms facing in front of you. Shoulder blades together. So now we're stretching our chest. Sitting up nice and tall, opening up those arms. Stretching out that chest. Now bring your arms down by your sides. Grab the bottom of your chair. And then push your chest up and let your shoulders hang down. We're stretching the top of your shoulders. Depending on your torso length and your arm length, you may not be able to grab the bottom of the chair. Depending on the type of chair you're sitting in, you may not be able to grab the bottom of that chair. So then you're just going to push those arms down. You just push them down away from your ears. Now just let them hang there. And what we're going to do next is bring your ear towards your shoulder, but not your shoulder towards your ear. So you're just going to drop your head down. Push both shoulders down. Now from this side position, you're going to take your chin, bring it towards your collarbone, so it's going to come a little more in front of you. Nice deep breaths. Concentrate on keeping your shoulders down. Then bring your chin all the way down to the front of your chest. Try to relax your neck. Try to breathe. Keep those shoulders down. Now bring your chin to the other collarbone. And you notice if your chin is to your right collarbone, you're stretching the back side of the left side of your neck. And then from there, you're going to bring your other ear to your shoulder. So we basically just did a half circle. Try to keep those shoulders down. I started on my left side, so my head is now to my right. So I'm going to take my right hand, bring it over, push my head up, and we are done. So we stretched legs, torso, upper body. There are a lot more stretches you can do, but these are the basics that will get you through all the walking that you might be doing now. And thank you for joining me for seated and standing stretches. Hope you have a great day. Bye now.